Good morning, dear parents and students. Welcome to PBW channel.
Hello everyone, I am Teacher Joan. You can call me Teacher Ann, and I will be your teacher for today. Our subject for today is PE Protom 4 MEP. Unit 7, Games and Physical Exercise. Our topic for today is about kinds of imitating games and rules in playing games. Before we start with our new lesson, let me ask you a question. What is game? Do you have any idea what it is? Okay, game is a fun activity with simple rules for players to enjoy with friends. It also increases our physical strength and build up teamwork. Let me remind you, my dear students, what are the things that we need to remember when playing games. Number 1, be respectful. We need to respect each other. Number 2, be willing to learn. We must ask and listen when we don't know how to play the games. Number 3, be patient. We need to wait for our turn when we want to play the game. Number 4, practice self-control. We need to control our emotion to avoid any misunderstanding. Number 5, be supportive. We need to support each other when playing games. Number 6, have positive attitude, which means be a good player. Number 7, play fair, which means do not cheat. And lastly, we have practice sportsmanship, which means be sports, do not get angry even you lose the game. Now, let's discuss our lesson for today, which is imitating games. Do you have any idea what is imitating games? I will explain it to you. Imitating games is a game for fun by imitating the way of an animal moves and sound it makes. Now let's start with our imitating games. The first one is cockfighting game. What is cockfighting game? It is imitating the movement and sound of a cock or rooster. Now, I will explain it to you, dear students, how to play the cockfighting game. The first one is all the players imitate the movement of a cock inside the circle, as you can see in the picture. Then, they all squat inside the circle with both hands locked together under their knees. Afterwards, they try to chase other players out of the circle, and lastly, the last player in the circle is the winner. Another imitating game is Spider-Man game. What is a Spider-Man game? All 3 members stand back to back and lock their elbows like a spider, as you can see in the picture. Now, I will explain to you how to play the Spider-Man game. The first one is set the starting line 10 meters away from the finishing line. The second one is divide players into small group of 3 members, stand back to back and lock their elbows like a spider. Next one we have each team has to run to the finishing line while their elbows and arms are locked together. Next we have the first team that reaches the finishing line wins the game. Now let's move to another imitating game. We have dog chasing game. Dog chasing game is a game pretending to be a dog and a cat, moving and running in the circle while being blindfolded, as you can see in the picture. Now let me explain to you how to play dog chasing game. The first one, all players stand in a big circle and choose two players to be blindfolded to play as the dog and cat. Then, both players who play a dog and cat have to start moving and run in the circle while making the sound of each animal. And lastly, to win this game, the dog has to catch or touch the cat. After the cat gets caught, the game starts all over again with new players for the dog and cat. Another imitating game is one-leg rabbit game. It is a game pretending to be a rabbit by hopping using one leg only, as you can see in the picture. Let me explain to you how to play the one-leg rabbit game. The first one, divide players into two teams. One team is the rabbits outside the circle and another team plays as runners inside the circle. Next, the chosen rabbit has to hop on one leg at all times and try to tag other players in the runner team inside the circle. The runner who gets caught has to step out the circle. Another step in playing one-leg rabbit game is if both feet of the rabbit touch the ground, the runner calls out the new rabbit. And then, the rabbits win after they catch all the runners. Then the runners will play as the rabbits. However, if the rabbit cannot catch all the runners before their team members run out, the rabbits has to stay and play as rabbits again. Now, let's summarize the lesson. Can you identify the following pictures? Let's start. Which imitating game is this? Yes, this one is cockfighting game. Number 2. How about this one? Very good. This one is one-leg rabbit game. Third one, we have dog chasing game. And lastly, we have, yes, that is the Spider-Man game. Now, let's repeat it again. The first one, we have cockfighting game, Spider-Man game, dog chasing game, and one-legged rabbit game. Now, let's do the practice time. Please download, print out, and do the PE worksheets. You can also use recycled paper. Hope you enjoy our lesson for today. Once again, this is Teacher Joan saying thank you and have a nice day.